Hi YouTube, it's Alan Sugano. I'm the president of ADS Consulting Group, and today's topic is about what should you look for in a cloud provider. So, full disclosure, we have our own cloud service. We've had it since 2013. We've had nearly 100% uptime. We did have a very minor outage about 2 months ago. It took down maybe 10%, maybe 20% of our clients for about an hour or two. But short of that, we've had 100% uptime, something we're very, very proud of. We've never had a global outage in the 10 years since we've been operating. But so obviously the first thing to look for is uptime. What's their uptime been in the last 3 to 5 years? If they did go down, why did they go down? How long did they go down? What have they done to make sure that they won't go down again in the future? So that's one question to ask. Another one is, will they take responsibility for your data? In other words, what are they doing about backups? So even Microsoft with Office 365 in their contract, they do recommend that you get a third-party backup. And in their contract, it basically says, we'll try to restore your data, but at the end of the day, you're responsible for your data. And if you lose all your data, it's going to be on you and not us. So you want to see how they're doing their backup. If it's provided with a cloud service, we do actually provide backup with our cloud service. A couple of questions to ask is, the frequency. Is it air gapped, or is it the data kept offline and offsite? So 3-2-1 backup rule, right? 3 copies of your data on 2 separate media. We call it the 1-1 backup rule. 1 copy offsite, 1 copy offline. The offline is probably the most important, just because if, heaven forbid, there was a ransomware attack, the mode of operation of these hackers, right, is they'll go in, compromise your servers, steal all your data, and then delete all your online backups, and then launch a ransomware bomb. And if you don't have any offline backups, you won't have a way to recover, and then your options are go out of business or pay the ransom, which are both terrible options. So make sure, please, and this goes not just for cloud providers, but in general, get your backups air gapped. It is super important. Also, do they have any single points of failure, which kind of ties into their uptime, right? If they do have any single points of failure, what are they? What would be the ramifications if that equipment failed? For us, we have everything that touches production. We have at least 2 of. Usually it's more than 2. Just because we like redundancy with an extra added sense of redundancy, with extra redundancy and under redundancy. So also, if they are replicating to a remote site, how often do they replicate? What were the results of the last replication? Has the failover from the production site to the backup site been fully tested? Just because they replicate doesn't mean that you would be able to fail over on a timely basis. So you want to make sure that that's well tested and documented as part of your disaster recovery playbook. So those are the things, the top 4 things I would recommend that you ask any cloud provider. Obviously putting your servers with a cloud provider is kind of like getting into a marriage, and you don't want to find out after the fact you married an axe murderer, right? Because that would be bad, and you would die and be sad. So anyway, so just those are the questions you want to ask. Do your due diligence, do your research before you pull the trigger on any cloud provider. If you want to hear more about our cloud infrastructure, please send us an email to info. I'll put a link here, info@adscon.com. We'd love to talk to you about it. That's our tip of the week. Stay safe out there, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot.